Things are looking dire for a Manitoba city threatened by wildfires. 5,000 people in Flin Flon have been forced to flee an encroaching wildfire. Shifting winds are threatening to push the blaze into the city. We begin our wildfire coverage with CTV's Daniel Halmarson live in our Winnipeg studio. Daniel, just how close is the blaze from Flin Flon?
Taylor, it's the equivalent of only a few city blocks away, about 400 meters from the edge of Flin Flon. The fire just north of the city covers a sprawling 40,000 hectares. The city's mayor, George Fontaine, says, quote, "It's looking very ugly right now." The city is almost deserted today. The mayor, councillors, healthcare staff, and other officials have left. Meanwhile, this is the view from the air above Cross Lake, where there's another mass evacuation going on. The video was taken by Chief David Monius, as he scanned the devastation from a helicopter yesterday. The chief says he's not happy with the federal government's response to get people out.
It was too slow, and it should have been quick. And what I thought was that, we have to make sure, you have to trust us when we say we declared a state of emergency. I declared a state of emergency, joined it with the mayor and council here, and that should have been good enough.
Prime Minister Mark Carney says he has spoken with Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew and promised, quote, Canada's full support. Now, this is a Hercules aircraft landing at the airport in Norway House today. Canadian Armed Forces personnel were flying out evacuees from the Matthias Kalom First Nation north of Flin Flon. At this point, the airport remains operational, although thick smoke could change that.
So, Daniel, are we getting any other forms of help?
Well, Taylor, Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew says outside help has arrived and even more is coming, including 125 firefighters from the United States. There are also 2 helicopters from Colombia being deployed from the U.S. as well. Today, Wab Kinew thanked other provinces and territories who have offered manpower and equipment. And Kinew also offered this advice for us all. He says, as we head into the weekend, pray for rain.
Thanks for this, Daniel. Daniel Halmarson reporting live for us tonight. A staggering 17,000 people have been forced to leave their homes. Many have arrived here in Winnipeg, with many more on the way. Some of those evacuees need medical services, which is putting pressure on the health system. Shared Health says staff in regional health authorities will help direct patients to walk-in or virtual care to avoid using emergency departments. Wab Kinew says it's a trying time for everyone.
Very scary. Very tiring, long days for people who've been on the road and in the air to find their way to safety, and very, very long days and very tiring ones at that for the people who are delivering help.
To assist wildfire evacuees, the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs and the First Nations Family Advocate Office are seeking much-needed donations. The request comes in an Instagram post highlighting the need for adult and children's clothing, underwear and socks, shoes and baby care supplies. The two groups ask that donations be dropped off at 200-286 Smith Street in Winnipeg. Now, that's happening Monday to Friday for us here between 8:30 a.m. and that happens until 4:30 p.m. when that office closes for donations.